here it says firing the guy that the Trump wanted fired is that's going to take us to a dark democracy. Okay. And by the way, when Rob Reiner says we all know Trump led a deadly attack to overthrow the government, how many people died in that attack exactly? I think one, and I think it was one of the protesters. So I'm going to fix that sentence for you because I know you like writing, Rob. We all know that Trump led the least deadly attack to overthrow the government. How about that? Did I fix it for you? The casualty count, 1. I don't know if you remember All in the Family. His character was Meathead, but I think we're going to switch that to Dingbat. And he should be ordered to stifle. Here's another one. Here's Andy Ostroy. He says, "Dare Merrick Garland." So now they're starting to turn on Merrick Garland. Remember how it was bad? If you fire Comey, it's going to take us to bed. But now, the way I see it, you either start indicting and prosecuting Trump for his many crimes, or you can watch a brazen, dangerous criminal crime his way back into the Oval Office, putting the final nail in America's coffin. It's the final nail. We're going to die. We're going to be dead. If Merrick Garland doesn't do this, we're going to lose our democracy. If he doesn't do this. Now they're turning on Joe Biden's Merrick Garland. Democrats revealed their criticisms and frustrations with Biden's Attorney General, Merrick Garland. Oh, so that's why. Is that Merrick Garland? So that's what gets Democrats out of bed to complain about. Not the broken promises, not the $2,000 check he didn't give you, not the reversal on the $15 minimum wage, not the denial of the public option during a pandemic, not the ramping up of the military budget, not another tax cut for the wealthy. None of that gets Democrats pissed off. No. It's the lack of non-frivolous prosecution of their political enemies. That's the shit-lib cup of Morning Joe for you right there. That's what they get upset about. Isn't that amazing? I think it is. Here's one. Every day that passes, so now they're turning on him. Every day that passes where nothing happens to these criminals just makes me angrier and angrier about Merrick Garland's absence. I'm pretty sure Biden's bad numbers are tied to the lack of accountability. Oh, yeah, that's why Biden's numbers are so low. Not his dementia or his fascist mandates. It couldn't be that. It's the lack of political show trials. That's why his numbers are so down. Because the Mueller debacle and impeachment farce, those weren't enough. We got to have another one that doesn't do anything to help anybody. We got to have another one of those show trials. Hey, what do you think would help poor black and brown people in America? You think a living wage, health care, education? You think that would be big on their list? No, I think they want to see a January 6th prosecution. President Biden may get everything else right. This is from the Daily Beast. But if his administration gets wrong its response to the threats to our democracy posed by Trump and the GOP, nothing else they do may matter. Here we go. And Greg Sargent gets a quote from that article. He retweets it and quotes this. By failing to hold Trump and company accountable, Garland will set the stage for them to continue unabated their efforts to turn the U.S. into a one-party state. Oh, now we're going to get turned into a one-party state? By the way, that's what's going to do it? By failing to, I thought it was big tech's job to turn us into a one-party state. I thought that was happening. I thought it was Wall Street, military-industrial complex, and Big Pharma's job to turn us into a one-party state, because that's what they've done. We're going to now get turned into a one-party state? Jesus Christ. Dean Baker says maybe someone could tell Garland about January 6th, as well as Trump's effort to coerce election officials in Georgia and elsewhere. It would be good if we had an attorney general who cared about democracy. Hey, starting to sound like a Trumper. Why are you turning on a government official? What are you, a dictator? What, just because he's not doing the bidding that you want? You call it, whoa, you sound very fascistic and dictatorial. Sounds like you want to take our democracy into a dark place. Is that what you want to do, Dean? You want to take our democracy into a dark place? Doesn't care about democracy. It's weird. It's weird. Doesn't care about democracy. At this point, I'm not so sure Merrick Garland would have been a good justice. Remember, he was nominated for Supreme Court justice. Now they're even turning on him about that, especially if he's afraid of doing the correct things because it might look political. Jesus Christ.